Hey everybody, this is Tim Bioto coming at you with another Transformers video review. And as you can see, I have another brown box. For most of you who know that means Transformers Collectors Club figure subscription service. Alright, and let's turn around and you can see this time it is Jackpot. I think most people already knew since it had already been leaked a couple of days ago. But let me go ahead and pop this open for you. And check out what's inside. And also in the box, he comes with his little technical data sheet along with his bio. And he also comes with his instructions. I guess I have to say that I've never owned this mode before or anything. This is actually the first time that I've had any of the animated figures or anything like that. And although he's pretty easy to transform, he actually looks pretty good, especially his car mode. Go ahead and zoom in for you. And his car mode, I really do like the paint job with that flat black and the little extra paint details and stuff like that right here, and nice crisp Autobot logo on the front. There's only one little nitpick that I really have, is that, you know, all this black right here is flat black, but right here they decided for some reason to paint this in a gloss black, so it actually kind of looks, I don't know if you can see that through the camera, but it looks kind of weird because, you know, you got a shiny black right here and then you got a flat black that doesn't reflect anything. But I'm gonna say I do really like that they molded the tail lights and everything, the headlights and the tail lights, out of a clear plastic. It is unfortunate that they couldn't have cut that out and added like some clear right here, since that was the only, this back windshield is the only thing that was actually painted, the only windshield that was actually painted. You can see his headlights are clear, or transparent, or translucent kind of color. But as you can see, it rolls fairly well. And take a look at the underside. But I guess kind of on a side note, since this guy was made out of animated jazz, I think I would have rather had, you know, an animated stepper rather than, you know, an action master that I'd never really heard of before this. You know, the black and all that stuff, he kind of reminds me of Stepper. And I think that probably would have been a more logical route to go with this character. But I know that they're trying to make new characters that haven't been re-released or anything like that in a while. So it's good for them for going out of their normal range of characters that are normally used over and over and over again. But for transformation, go ahead and come back here to this back bumper, lift that up, and usually what I do is I kind of crack this apart. It makes it a little bit easier to get that up. So you just force that up, and then you can take at this hinge and just rotate it around. And these joints are nice and tight, so you're not going to have any problems with floppy joints or anything like that. And take these feet, rotate them around. Kind of have problems sometimes with these nunchucks falling out, but an easy solution to fix that is just to take either some super glue or some clear fingernail polish and just kind of put it up in there and then let it dry, and then you can put that in there and it'll make it a little bit tighter so that stuff's not going to fall out for you. Let me raise this camera up a little bit more. But take this part, flip that down, and then we're going to take where these wheels are connected. See how that's kind of at an angle? You're going to take that and push that in, pull the arm out, and make sure that's straight. And then take the hood part, flop that down, and then we're going to take the arms and extend them out, like so, and then we'll do that with this other side. Straighten the hands out. And then we're going to take, and there's a joint right here, straighten that up, and then bend at the ball joint, and then rotate that down, It's very tight. The first time I did that, I was kind of afraid. I thought I might actually break it. So do that, pin that down, and then what we'll do is take and then flip these little door panels around on the side of his arms. And there we have Jackpot transformed into his robot mode. It's a very simple transformation, not complex at all. You know, it goes from a nice vehicle mode to a fairly nice robot mode. You know, he's kind of wide up here, but you know, he's animated, so it wasn't like they were going to be proportioned or anything like that. They were actually drawn that way. So something else that you can do that's not shown on the instructions is you can also take the tailpipes and you can rotate them around if you want to do that. So flip them up like that. It's totally up to you. But then what you can also do is you can take out these tailpipes and they can untab, and then they become like nunchuck type weapons. I find it's easier just to slide it through there like that and then slide that up instead of trying to force it through that finger. You know, I don't want to accidentally break the hands. So but we'll go ahead and look at his face sculpt. It's a nice little smirk with kind of a blue visor, stuff like that. It kind of reminiscent of Jackpot's face. He had more of a forehead. Like his forehead would have been up to here if they would have made it proportional to the original Jackpot. But I think that I like the smaller forehead. That was just kind of way overdone or way too big on the original. But as for articulation, his head, it's on a ball joint, so it turns left and right and gets some up and down movement. Shoulders are on ball joints, so you get out, forward, back. He has a double jointed elbow. He does have a ball jointed wrist, so you can turn it and then you can fold it in like that. Then he does have a swivel, a waist swivel, or it's more of an abdomen swivel now, way up there. Ball jointed hip joints, forward, back, out. Then he has a knee joint here, and then he also has a swivel right above the knee joint. And then his toes are on joints so that you can move them down and a little bit up. They don't rock side to side or anything like that. Yeah, I think he has just enough articulation to get him in some nice little action poses and stuff. So, but with that, I'll go ahead and conclude this review. It's only one more figure left, and I'm pretty sure we all know what it is. It's the one that we've all been looking forward to. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This has been Tim Biota. I'll see you next time.